The O-line, 3 years, not gotten better. Run game, 3 years, not gotten better. Quarterback Kenny Pickett's regressed.
If you're the Steelers and you're their fans, the offense can't look like this in year 2 of Kenny Pickett. It can't.
Sometimes you have to move off people, like Matt Canada, the offensive coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's holding the franchise back.
The Pittsburgh Steelers bagged another victory under the primetime lines, dominating the Las Vegas Raiders at 23-18 on Sunday Night Football. Let's dive into the essential takeaways of this match. And one thing I really love and appreciate about all of our Pittsburgh Steelers supporters is that y'all keep it real. Straight up. There are times when we talk about the Steelers in a positive light. We have multiple Steelers fans correcting us on the real state of the franchise. So this video is going to be a little bit more truthful, and we would very much love for all of our Steelers supporters to hit these comment sections. Let's get started. Before the action unfolded in week 3, there were rumblings around Kenny Pickett's preseason form, a stark contrast to his actual performance where he tossed for 199 yards, landed 2 touchdowns, and boasted a flawless passer rating of 158.3. If we roll back the 2 first games, Pickie's stats read 46 completions out of 76, racking up 454 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. However, week 3 told a very different story. In this clash with the Las Vegas Raiders, the sophomore quarterback marked his territory, completing 16 of 28, accumulating 235 yards, throwing 2 touchdowns, and keeping his record clean with 0 interceptions. Pickett didn't just break his personal record with multiple touchdown passes, but also soared his quarterback ranking above 100 to 108.5. While this stellar performance came against a Raiders defense that's had its share of struggles this season, a continuation of such displays by Pickett could well silence his critics. The Steelers are still in an unfortunate bind offensively, and pointing fingers isn't solving problems. Whether it's fire offensive coordinator Matt Canada or someone higher up the hierarchy, the offensive struggles are glaring. And I hear so much Steelers fans talk about firing Matt Canada. There's a reason why he's still there, guys. Mike Tomlin, we have to be fair. He is keeping him there. What's the issue? Why is Mike Tomlin looking at the offense and saying, Matt Canada, we are going to keep you? It's just not about Canada, though. We have to conclude, Steelers fans, it's not just about Matt Canada. It's also about Mike Tomlin. He's the one basking in the glory when the team shines. So it's only fair that he owns up to some of the flack when things aren't so rosy, or as Tomlin said, when fans aren't fat, sassy, and spoiled. These are his words. Improvement is a must. Just last week, the Steelers, despite being in the negative by 7 yards in the fourth quarter, managed to overturn a 22-19 deficit to clinch a win. Is it ego? Is it a friend connection? Is it just contracts? Does Tomlin have no power over who runs his offense? Come Sunday night, facing the Raiders, the Steelers have to get their act together. We all know this. First, anchor the game plan on receiver George Pickens. And second, allocate back Jaylen Warren. This is where I need help from my Steelers fans. Genuinely, in the comment section, genuinely, what is your actual true opinion on Najee Harris? First round running back, pick 24 out of Alabama. What has he done? Not what he can do. What has he done? My favorite team is also in the AFC North. And so I know very well you're not going to win this division if you're not running the ball effectively and consistently. It's not going to happen. Understandably, when the Steelers were the big bad boys of the AFC North, they had Le'Veon Bell, an effective running back. Let me know in the comments, are the fans happy that they have a starting running back in Najee Harris that accumulated 19 carries, 65 yards, averaging 3.4 yards a carry? This is where I need your help. Is it Najee Harris? Is it Matt Canada? Is it the offensive line? Is it the fact that Kenny Pickett is still young? And is it threatening the defense so the box is stacked? I am genuinely asking the Steelers faithful for this information. I can make assumptions, but no one's going to know better than you guys. Let us know in the comments. Truly, I need to know why Najee's not working. And for only the Steelers fans that watch every single game, every single snap, do you want Jaylen Warren to start or play a little bit more? These are real questions. George Pickens is a gem, and the Steelers need to recognize this, even though I genuinely believe that they know it. He should be the focal point of the offense, getting the ball any way possible, long, short, intermediate passes, bubble screens, jet sweeps, handoffs. If Pickett is about to throw a blanketed interception in George Pickens' direction, that should be the call. He's that good. They need to leverage his skills to a point where the Raiders are forced to shift their focus predominantly to him, opening up pathways for other offensive players. Now, when it comes to Jaylen Warren, it's straightforward. He brings an explosive energy that Najee Harris seems to lack. During the victory against the Cleveland Browns in Week 2, Harris was on the field for 31 snaps compared to Warren's 23. They should be on par, but the touches should favor Warren. Harris had 11 to Warren's 10. Those numbers should tip the scale towards Warren, in my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Is there a possibility that non-football dynamics are at play here, restricting Pickens and Warren's involvement? Maybe. Harris is a first-round pick like we discussed, and the Steelers would want to see their investment pay off. Concerning Pickens, there might be hesitation from the organization, possibly due to contractual expectations coming his way after the 2024 season. I'm not really sure. It isn't just Canada who needs to step up. Tomlin and other influential figures within the team have a role to play. If someone like me can see what needs to change, the Steelers, with all their professional acumen, should certainly be able to figure it out and act on it. There's no reason why the entire Steelers fan base is on one accord that Matt Canada is messing things up. But there's beauty in everything. Once again, my team is in the AFC North, and we're about to discuss your best player, the most frustrating player in my personal opinion, and one of the best defensive players in the game, TJ Watt. There's no debating it. He's already a future Hall of Famer. Congratulations, Pittsburgh. You did it again. The defense is the heart and soul of not just the organization, but I genuinely believe the Steelers defense is the heart and soul of the city of Pittsburgh. And they've once again proven their eliteness with yet another commanding performance. In just the last 2 weeks, the Steelers defense has rolled up 10 sacks, pulled in 7 takeaways, and landed 2 touchdowns. Leading this scary defense is the powerhouse linebacker TJ Watt, who is starting this season with a bang. According to ESPN, Watt has made history as the first player to nail 6 sacks and score a defensive touchdown in the first 3 games of the season. The 2021 Defensive Player of the Year is already laying down a strong foundation for a second run at the award. Currently on track for an outstanding 34 sacks in 2023. Let's not forget, Watt, only 2 years prior, equaled Michael Strahan's single-season record of 22.5 sacks. So breaking that record this season might be in the cards for him after all. I would never disrespect Mike Tomlin and his coaching acumen. I know he is fantastic. I know he is great. Whether it's removing Matt Canada and getting a legitimate offensive coordinator who can dial up elite offensive strategies with the talent that is top-notch, top-tier, not far at all from what the Cincinnati Bengals have. Genuinely, that's my team. I said it. The Steelers aren't far offensively. I mean that. There's no reason why the offense should be having issues. Is it Kenny Pickett? Is it Mike Tomlin? Is it Matt Canada? Is it the offensive line? It's not the weapons. Let me know in the comments, people. What do you believe in your team? Yes, you got the win, but we all know it wasn't a real Pittsburgh Steelers win. Talk to us. Like, comment, subscribe.